Hi everyone, I'm Stacy Shipman. I'm here with Elizabeth Suter of Claritas Editorial. And Elizabeth is going to be another one of your guides at the Move, Breathe, Explore experience on January 23rd, 2016. She's going to be teaching a creative writing program, which I'm really excited about because writing is such a wonderful tool for healing and well-being and building confidence and getting clarity around who you are and what gifts you can bring to the world. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being a guide in January and for spending some time here today sharing a little bit more about you and your work.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. I am so excited for this event.
Yeah, I am too. And I'm glad you're bringing the program that you're bringing about writing for clarity and beauty. But before we get into the program and what folks can expect, let's talk a little bit about who you are, what you do as a writer, and how you became a writer. I mean, that's kind of a fantasy job for so many people.
It really is a fantasy job, still for me sometimes.
So talk a little bit about your path.
I was always interested in writing, and then in high school, I applied to and was accepted to the Johns Hopkins University Writing Seminars program, which was an amazing thing. I worked with Alice McDermott, who is a wonderful writer, and John Irving, who wrote The Word According to Garp. He wrote A Prayer for Owen Meany. So I got to work with a lot of truly amazing artists and learn from that. And there really is a balance between craft, which is to say the rules and the ways that it needs to be done, and artistry. And they're both really important. So you should both be writing for yourself, and you should also be writing for someone else, because that's actually where the good stuff comes in. If you have to explain yourself and you have to make it understood by someone else, then you're doing a lot of work. You're doing a lot of work about what you think and what you see and what's important to you.
Right.
So I went from there I actually went through politics. I was a press secretary to a member of Congress. And then I was in radio for a couple of years. And then I moved here back to Boston and taught writing at Harvard Extension School and Harvard Summer School for the last 8 years. And I just opened my own firm here in Hanover. We're going to do everything from websites, marketing, to editing manuscripts, working with people who are writing books and writing book proposals. And I teach workshops.
So anything that has to do with words.
Words and stories.
That's you. Words and stories.
Absolutely.
You talked about the craft versus the artistry. Can you talk a little bit more about what that means, the artistry, what that means?
So I sometimes tell my students and horrify them and make them cry, which I won't do at your workshop, I promise.
We can't promise that. Writing can be very... We can't make any promises. Anyway, keep going.
People write for yourself. And that's actually true. But if you want to write something and you want to make art, it's collaborative. It isn't just about you and what you think. It's about giving something. It's about making it a gift to somebody else. And going through that process is the craft. So it does matter, spelling, grammar, punctuation. It's the most important part, but it does matter. And having that part present and knowing how to do that is what gets you at your artistry. It's what gets you down to communicating that part of you, that story, that beauty that you see, and passing it on to someone else.
That is so beautiful, because the way you called it, a gift. And it really is like sharing our experiences, right? And that can happen in so many ways. Writing is one of them.
And part of that is the stepping out of yourself.
Yeah.
It's not just the navel gazing and thinking about your own story. It's thinking about giving it as a gift to your reader. And that is an incredible act of arrogance. So you have to have the craft. You have to know how to do it. You have to know how to make it both from you